Okay, hello folks. Yes, I was suffering from the dreaded bumper sag that every FRS GT86 has, BRZ, and this was a perfect video. Loved it. It did exactly everything that I needed. The only issue that I had with this video though was that it did not tell you exactly what you needed to get as far as parts, where to get the parts, what they were called. It just gave you a visual. So here, I'm not going to go through how to actually put all that together, because this video again covers all that, exactly what you need to do. What I'm going to supplement is what I did when I went to Lowe's and could not find the speed nut, which you'll probably find you're not going to need. I'm actually just going to supplement with this exactly to tell you what you need, and I'm also going to put it in the description below exactly what I did. So here we go. So I had the dreaded gap, and as you can see, is gap no more. This right here, factory flush, just like he said in the video. So here's what I used. I did not use a speed nut because they didn't have any at Lowe's. So what I did as an alternative, which I'm actually glad I did use this, was I used one of these serrated hex nuts, or hex flange nut, but it's serrated. You can see that, so it digs right into the metal. And so that's kind of one of the things about with the speed nut, is that it, has some resistance, so that way it will not come loose in there. But I actually believe that this is actually better, because I did find that when I did try to use a speed nut, that I actually had a really hard time trying to get this bolt to line up to go in it. Okay, there you go. This right here is a 3/4. This is about 3/4 length, and this is not the exact bolt that I use because it's in here now, but this is just kind of a representation of it. But again, it was a 3/4 long. It was a 1/4. That's the other thing too. Some people will ask, what size bolt do I need? And the answer to that is you'll need a 1/4 inch, not a 5/16, a 1/4 inch. The 1/4 inch one will fit through the hole, not the 5/16. Here in the U.S., we don't go by millimeters or metrics. We go by, I believe it's called imperial, so that's like inches and feet. So again, what you're going to want is the 1/4 with a 20-inch thread, coarse thread, and you can literally pick that up at Lowe's for like 44 cents. That's it. And then this right here, you can pick up at Lowe's probably for about, I had some of these just sitting around, but you probably get these at Lowe's for maybe I don't know, 25 cents maybe. So right there, you're just looking at not even a buck. That's not even a cheeseburger. Okay, so the other thing you're going to want to maybe not use is this right here. This right here, if you use this, this is not going to allow you to grab into the piece that's there. Okay, it's going to end up slipping. It's going to take away from the effectiveness of what this does, which is to bite into the metal or the plastic. The other thing you're going to need is a 7/16. Is a 7/16 piece, socket, and also your ratchet. I would recommend that you actually do use the extension, so that way you get more torque as opposed to it being short. Plus, on top of that, as you can see, that's what you're going to need to get up in there anyway. The next thing you're going to need to hold this right here is to use a ratchet. So again, we're not using a speed nut, so we're going to be using this to hold it. So basically how it works is, this is the bolt, you're going to have it facing upward for clearance, and that way your marker gets clearance. That's going to be facing upward. This is going to be obviously facing downward, using a wrench to hold this and torquing with this. Very important thing I want to show you is this. He and others have brought up about pushing in your bumper. You don't have to do that. It's just way too hard. You're trying to hold the ratchet. You're trying to hold the socket. The hand wrench and the ratchet and while also trying to push this in at the same time. It's just way too difficult. So what I did was, I have this, what I did was I took wood and I actually propped up the bumper. See, how the sag really does seem to happen, it seems to be that as the bumper comes down, it also comes out. It's going to come out of here and start to, and that's why it pops out, because it's set, it's the gravity is pulling it out. When you put this, when you prop up your bumper with these, what it will do is, it was amazing. As soon as I propped it in, it literally not only pushed it up, that's all I was trying to go for. It literally pushed in. It literally pushed in my bumper. I was amazed. I was not expecting to do that. And I was like, okay, that's great. So it's like an extra set of hands, you know, just with these pieces of wood holding this up, that kept this nice and flush. So really, the only thing I have to end with this part of the video is this. You'll go in there, you'll put your ratchet under here, just like in the video, in the other video, which I'm gonna just go ahead and just put a link to that video, because it really just shows you exactly everything to do. You're gonna torque this thing down as tight as you can, make it super tight, and then once you do it super tight, then you're gonna want to do, and then after you do super tight, you're gonna do, you know, just one nice little torque, just to keep it nice and solid, just for good measure. So other than that, that's about it. So as you can see, this is literally 2 hours later I'm coming out of here. Nothing coming out. That is almost factory flush. So I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with it. And I know if you follow these directions, like I said, I'm gonna put in the comments exactly everything that you need. I know you'll be very happy too. Again, this wasn't even $1 to get this fixed. So in any case, hey, all the best, and feel free to leave comments below or leave me any questions. I'll always be happy to go ahead and leave you to reply. All right, have a good one.